try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go again with Lindsey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
218, chop it. Yes, yes.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
61, matchbox lights. Switch. Rock it. Shoot. Now. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ready.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
60 Pittsburgh. Go. Chopper.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
I'm coming for you, son. 58, boys. 58, Mike.
From the gun on third down. Lock. Going left side here, and it's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Recon, 132 fighter. Five. Clear. Man up, D. Man up, D. 5.
Lock gonna go on fourth down. Wide open receiver complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Lock now on third and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal. And McManus able to put it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
6-6, pull it high.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, defense on the ball. Get it.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Hey, Zoo.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Set back at the 38. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Bryant has it. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They are, by the way, into the fourth quarter now in Oakland. The Chiefs have gone out in front of the Raiders. A win would be their second on the young season. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Go now. 70, Indy. You won't see me in your nightmare, son. 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So this one will wind up a Denver victory.